Hello all. The person who has redeemed this reward would like you to know that they are
First!
All right, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Plenty. How are you doing? How is your week going? I've had a pretty good week. Pretty good. I'm gonna bring this down just a touch and bring this up just a touch and see how that sounds pretty good to me. I was watching some of my my stream the other day. So I'll be lurking until I get home, of course. And I noticed just how much my noise gate cuts my sound. So I was trying to level it a little bit better. Yeah, hanging in there. That is about the same as well for me. It's been a pretty good week. I can't complain though. So I'll take it. I am going to talk about the Saturday stream. I'm going to wait till a few more people get in a little bit. But I mean, if anybody doesn't know, I am going to be streaming on Saturday. Probably earlier than what my schedule said, because I'm going to probably do a little bit of System Shock on Saturday. And then about, I think we're looking at like 3 p.m. Plenty and I are going to get together and play some Satisfactory. But we're going to be doing that while raising some awareness for National Parks Conservation Association. Make sure I know what it is. But yeah, I've been trying to keep an eye on what that is and exactly what that is, so that I know. But yeah, that's gonna be fun. I am very excited. Satisfactory is such a fun game. Yeah, it feels like it's been so long since I've streamed. I felt like today, like I was like, man, all day I just didn't know what I was going to be getting. Like I felt like, I don't know, it felt like it was going to be Tuesday, and it is Thursday today. So it has been about 1 week since I've streamed from here, and it just felt like it was a long time. It felt like a long time, guys. Yeah, I'm looking super forward to it. That game is so fun, and it'll be our Plenty and I's first stream together. And it is something I need to figure out on how to do the streaming together stuff as well. So I got to figure all that out. I'm sure it's not anything crazy. I just haven't looked at it even slightly. But I did get a banger thumbnail for YouTube for it. Oh, but yeah. So the plan today mostly is just getting caught up. You know. Essentially getting caught up on everything, essentially going over all the news that happened over last Thursday to this Thursday today, and maybe play a little System Shock if we get some time, if I can figure it out. I mean listen, I believe you're very smart, Plenty, so I just also think that Twitch makes it pretty easy, I think. So I will figure it out. We'll figure it out. Title Taint. Buddy, how are you doing? How has your week been? Yeah, I'm excited, Plenty. That is gonna be very fun. Yeah, I'm excited because I've not gotten to do a thing where I'm doing like a big stream where I'm just hanging out, or where I'm like doing something and then like kind of having like a diverting plan throughout the day or whatever. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna stream a little earlier than that and do like a little bit of System Shock. So I'm very excited. Just getting home from work. Is that an early day or a late day or a normal day? I can never tell, you know. Everybody's days are always a little bit different. Mine was about normal. I got out like a little bit late, maybe 15 minutes. Normal, yeah. So on Tuesday, the reason I wasn't here Tuesday, I was traveling for work. I was traveling to Illinois, right outside of Chicago, a place called Des Plaines. I traveled out there for just a handful of hours, which was fine. I was traveling with 2 other guys from work. We were doing leadership training. It was emotional intelligence leadership training, which was fine. Again, I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, we were flying out at like 6 in the morning. So I got up at like 3 a.m. It might have been like 3:30. Just enough time to like shower and everything. Drive myself to the airport, which is about like an hour away. You know, and then essentially try to get through TSA as fast as possible, which I don't know. Has anybody been through TSA lately? Like, I feel like TSA has been on their shit at least the last couple of times I've gone, and I don't spend very much time, especially this trip. My TSA trip, like going through TSA was quick. Like I was through. I was through so fast. Still got to take off the shoes, which is kind of a bummer. Been a couple of years. Yeah, I understand. And I think in May, they're enforcing that that new ID. So I'll find out then. Yeah, let me know if you're TSA, because I feel like my TSA stuff is always quicker than I expect. Ugh. Yeah. So do you know about this stuff? I'm guessing you know about this, right, Title? If you're flying in June, you probably know all about it. You're probably the expert. Because I legitimately don't know anything about it. I just get like I heard about it, and then I realized I didn't need it, so then I didn't do anything. Yeah, I have mine already. Is it stupid? Is it stupid? I guess I don't know what I'm asking. Yeah, I proof of citizenship. How do you do that? How do you prove that you're a citizen? How do I get a real ID? Birth certificate? Oh, okay, that's not too bad. Date of full legal name, date of birth, social security card, 2 proofs of address of principal residence, and lawful status. I'm guessing lawful status is like proof of citizenship or something like that. That's weird. Yeah, so they, like, as I'm going through TSA when I was coming back from Illinois at O'Hare, they gave me a fucking flyer for the real ID. It was so goofy. But yeah, I was glad everything worked really well and quickly. I was not mad about it at all. Outside of that too, we did this training or whatever, and that's whatever. I'm not gonna go into all that stuff. Work stuff is always stupid. But on our way back, we were trying to figure out a place to eat, because we were like, it was like 2:30 and our plane was leaving at 6. So we had like that really weird amount of time, but we needed to like still get through security in the airport, and we had a rental car and all that stuff. So we needed to like figure out how to do all those things. So I think like we eventually just kind of had the idea like, well, what we'll do is we'll take the rental car back, go through security, do all those things now, and then we can just get some food while we're at the airport. You know, obviously work is taking care of that, so we're not too worried. So we do all that, and we got about an hour and 40, maybe a little more, before we're gonna start boarding. So we find a place there, which is a what the hell was it? A Blackhawks bar, which is the hockey team in Illinois, and it was one of the first like weird places I've been to in a while, like that. I need to figure out a rental car for our trip still. Dude, rental cars suck, man. I hate that stuff. It's so expensive and it's a pain in the ass. But so yeah, this place was one of the first places I've seen where they do like the QR code on the table, and you got to do like the scan to do your order and everything. And so we're like, all right, whatever. So we're getting that all set up. And the one guy in our group, like, he's scanning it, he's doing all this stuff, and it's like, nope, you can't do this, which is dumb. And so we're trying to get that whole thing Turo a couple years ago, and it wasn't bad. What is Turo? Is that like a Airbnb type rental car thing? So we finally just like, all right, we'll just all order on one thing. And for me, I'm like, I'm tired. So I'm like, I get like a chicken salad, a coffee. And I was like, you know what? I'll do like a shot of whiskey, like a whiskey neat, as it were. And I'm thinking like, yeah, you know, a little something to just be like, all right, take the edge off. Cool. We're done with work. We're gonna be heading home. So I do that. My food is fine. Coffee is very, you know, mediocre. It's diner type coffee or whatever. And I all I got was like Crown Royale, which is like, you know, just a very, you know, mid a whiskey is at that too. So I didn't even get anything crazy. And the other guy got fish and chips and a beer. Cool. And then the third guy got a beer. He didn't want any food. He had had food earlier. He wasn't worried about it. They're like, all right, great. And so then we're sitting there for a little bit, and the one guy who didn't get any food was like, hey, how do you guys feel about a beer and a shot? And I was like, I'm not gonna do a beer, but if you guys want to do a shot, we can do a shot. He says, all right, we're gonna do a shot of Patron. All right, fine, whatever. So they he gets us a shot of Patron. All right, great. And I think the other guys got some beers as well too. So they're like, you know what, they're gonna go a little bit. All right, cool. I can understand. So then the guy says, hey, you know, it's a little bit. Maybe we do another round. And I said, okay. And he says, what do you want? So I'm trying to think of like, what's the grossest thing? And I was like, y'all want to get some gin? And the guy says, hey, no, I drink gin, you know, normally. And I was like, bro, that's disgusting. Straight gin is disgusting. So then we, I look and I'm like, all right, let me just find like a regular, like 1800 whiskey or whatever. So I find that and I get that. And they bring it out, and both of the other guys are like, wow, that was really good. And I was like, yeah, that was pretty good. So they decide, all right, we're gonna close up our tab. Great. We close it up. It's expensive. It's not only is it airport, but it's also alcohol. You know, it's an expensive tab. And so we close it out, and I'm like, great. Whatever. I gotta send the receipt because the way it worked was, you close it all out on the phone or whatever, and you get the receipt through an email. So I just send the email to my boss, because he's the one who's going to be, you know, getting all the receipts for the company and stuff. And I was like, man, this kind of felt bad, because it felt like it was a lot of money, and especially because there was alcohol involved. So I felt a little bit bad about it. And then so we get everything tied up, and And the guy is like, we're sitting there for a few more minutes, and he's like, well, we got a board in like 5 minutes. We should probably do another shot though, right? So I was like, all right, I guess. So we eventually we do another round. We do another round. We close up that tab. Like I order it, and I literally close the tab as soon as I got everything ordered, and we do it. Man, and I was so tired after that whole day because I had been up since 3 a.m. I was so tired that I got on that plane after having a little bit of alcohol in the system, and I crashed. I fell asleep so fast. I had some just nice. I had my earbuds, and I laid back, and I was passed out. Just some nice music too. It was beautiful. So I wake up about halfway through the flight, and which is, that's kind of like nothing really that interesting, but it was one of those ones. It was that the end of that trip was great. Yeah, I never feel bad. I get it, but I also I more so felt bad that I was like the holder of the card for the company, and it was my boss's card, who I have a good relationship with, and I just didn't want him to be like, what are you guys doing? I didn't want it to lose that trust, that faith, that we were doing something nefarious, because I don't think we were. We were legitimately having some good bonding as managers all together, and it's people I don't get to see that often. So it was a good time. It was really, really fun, and we did enjoy that part of it. But yeah, I got a little lit on my business trip. That's the mini headline. What's happening, Ron? How you doing, buddy? Welcome on in. Also, title. I did tell Ron this, man. Andor started on Tuesday. I think it was on Tuesday. We watched all 3 episodes yesterday because they're dropping them in 3 episode blocks for some reason. Dude, it's so good. It's still so good. If you didn't see the first season, I get people weren't watching the first season that much, or at least some people weren't, but it's so good. Man, that first season is so good, and the second season, they haven't lost their touch yet.
With the 13 months.
Yo, Casper, thank you so much for the continued support, buddy. Yay me, yay you indeed, buddy. Thank you so much. How are you doing, Casper? How are you? I'm excited to start it. Yeah, it's so good. I know it ends, unfortunately. Yeah, but it is very interesting, man, because although you know how it ends, they are doing some things in this season so far already that I am loving. They're just setting up some things that are very interesting, man. It's good. And in episode 3, this is not a spoiler, there is a banger that I'm gonna be listening to for the rest of the summer. Been watching The Last of Us season 2. How have you liked it, Casper? I did watch the episode 2 of season 2 already, which is the current one. Yeah, Andor is so good. It's funny because I saw an article that was talking about, I love Andor because of how serious it takes itself, but also how silly it is. And it is crazy because it has some moments that are genuinely hilarious, but then other moments that genuinely like hit you in the stomach so hard in the best way possible. Andor is Palpatine's other love child. He had a first love child? Ew, that's true, he did, right? Ew, I forget about this. I forget that they canonically made Palpatine have sex. And I don't like it. I don't like that they were like... Ew. Ew. I don't like it, bro. Yeah, that's not cool. Man, imagine that's what how do you pitch that story too? Like, hey, we got this new trilogy we want to do. Like, all right, what do you want to do? Well, we want to pretty much want to make Luke Skywalker a bitch, completely ruin his character, and also confirm that Palpatine had sex. Sound good? Here's my money. But my family is behind on the show, and I can't really talk about it. That's fine. That's fine. I won't talk about it. I've been keeping spoilers out of it because I know people in chat don't all have HBO's streaming service, so not everybody's been up to date on it as well. Not that most people don't know what's gonna happen. You know, it's still The Last of Us, but it's, you know, I don't want to spoil everything. An evil raisin having sex. Disgusting. Gross. But yeah, so I was talking about my my trip on Tuesday, and it was good. I mostly was just discussing that it ended up going well. I was up at 3 a.m. that morning. Did not get home until about 10 that night. So it was a long day. So I'm glad that I'm here. I'm glad this week has been pretty good for me. It's been a smooth week too, so I like it. Oh, and oh yeah. You said you were binging on a couple other shows. Andor, I'll have to wait. Yeah, I think that's okay, because Andor, I don't know, I completely understand. I did see somebody talk about that because they're dropping the episodes in chunks of 3. I think the whole way through. They're just dropping 3 at a time, which I think is fine. I mean, I'm glad in the idea that I get more Andor quicker, but somebody said that they think that Disney is scared to release it in weeks, one at a time, that they don't have enough confidence in it, which is crazy because it's literally one of the best shows on Disney's whole thing. Days Gone Remastered starts tonight. Oh, really? That drops tonight? Nice, dude. That'd be awesome. Yeah, 3s. So they're doing 3 installments. Yeah, I guess so, right? I guess so, right? Well, they're gonna do. Oh, okay, let me see. No. They have 12, so it'll be 4. So it'll be over 4 weeks. They're dropping them all. Yeah, the first 3 episodes, then the next 3 are next week, 3 after that, the week after that. So I don't understand. I mean, it's great for us, but it makes me worried that, like, I mean, I know this is the last season of Andor, but like, it makes me upset because I feel like Disney should have a lot of faith in this series. It's such a good series. It's easily the best series they have on Disney Plus. That I'm not even just saying Star Wars. I'm not qualifying it with that. On the best series they have right now. Did you see that Deadpool & Wolverine doesn't have as much stream time as Madam Web? Ugh, what the fuck is wrong with people? People are literally like, Madam Web, that's what I want to watch. Oh, I hate that. I hate that so much. Because they haven't got enough of an install base. Man, yeah, Andor's so good though. But the problem is that I thought, at least if I'm looking at this the other way, is they just finished up Daredevil Born Again, and they did that one weekly. They probably have other big shows coming. We could 12 hours could cut the schedule. Yeah, that's true. They might have something coming out later because this literally started the week after Daredevil, so I could see that. Madam Web is on Netflix. Yeah, I remember seeing that Madam Web was on Netflix, but I thought maybe they were able to get it over on Disney Plus. That's crazy, though, that they have that. It's seriously that there's that big of a difference. Because I went back and watched Deadpool and Wolverine because I was like, this is good. At all, or Kraven the Hunter. Yeah, those are bad. Those are real bad. There's another Star Wars series coming. Which one is that? Is that one that I watched the trailer for, the animated one, or is it another another one just in general. Did you see that they're doing that Maul show? They're doing a show about Maul specifically. That one looks pretty good. I mean, in the general idea that I like Maul, and I haven't seen shit about it, so, but I like Maul. Yeah, they're doing a Maul show. I think it's animated as well. I don't know if they've showed enough about it. Yeah, I'm not super worried about that one, because that one will be a little while out. But I like Darth Maul. I like Darth Maul a lot. He's an interesting character. Messed up Maul. Disney messed up Maul? You really? I thought who did the Clone Wars stuff? Because I thought people really liked that. It's good to know if it's animated. Yeah, Lucas had a better plan for him. Oh, really? Yeah, I thought I remember hearing a lot of stuff that he had a really good story arc, like Ron is saying, that he had a good story arc in the Clone Wars stuff. That he really came around. The ending was pretty sad. You know what I will say, in defense of what Title's saying though, in that fucking Han Solo movie, I think it was just called Solo, they fucking teased Darth Maul like he was still out there. And man, they would like tease that, and then nothing came of it. Shit pissed me off. Lucas did Clone Wars, but Disney did the last season. People not like the last season, I'm guessing. I don't know. I didn't see enough of Clone Wars. I think I started watching a little bit of Clone Wars, and then immediately I couldn't do it, because it was so geared towards young kids, and I didn't start watching it when it came out or anything, so it was just tough for me to watch and enjoy. I don't think it was bad. It didn't grab me at that time, so I was upset because I had heard that there was some good storylines and stuff that came out of it. But Andor, I'm telling you guys, that show fucking rocks. I love that show so much so far. I will say, I mean, Last of Us season 2 has been really good too, but I think it's crazy because I think that season just isn't gripping me as hard as Andor is already. Had more mature storylines, actually. Yeah, you know what I was watching too, to be honest, or the way that I had looked it up was somebody put together a timeline, because the episodes were like just random like events all over the place, but somebody like ordered them, you know, put them in order and stuff, and you could watch them in order. I know that that's not how they wanted you to do them, because that's not how they released them, but that's how I was gonna watch them. So I was watching them all over the place, which didn't help. That fucked me up too. I shouldn't have done it that way. Criminal Underlord uniting the criminal network against the New Republic. I mean, I guess that's kind of what they were setting up in Solo, right? He was kind of what was it, Red Dawn or whatever that criminal organization was. Like he was kind of like that, but then they didn't do anything with it. Like it seemed like that's what they wanted to. They wanted to set him up to do something, and then they just never did anything. That shit pissed me off though, because I legit love Maul. Crimson Dawn, yeah. Crimson Dawn, yeah. I thought that was so cool. It was the only reason I watched Solo, because that scene leaked online, and I saw it, and I was like, damn, I love that. I want more Maul. And then we got no more. Red Dawn was an 80s movie. Yeah, that's why I probably said it. I probably know of it or saw it at some point, and I couldn't remember what it was. And my mind was like, hey, why not that one? Yeah, very cool. Real quick, guys, too, I want to just tell you guys about Saturday. I did tell Plenty I was going to make sure I mentioned it again. Saturday, I'm going to be streaming. I'm going to be streaming about, I don't know, maybe like 12, like noon my time. I'm going to start streaming. I'm going to do a little System Shock early on in the day. And then about 3 p.m. my time, Plenty and I are going to be playing Satisfactory together. We're going to be streaming together. We're going to be playing Satisfactory, raising funds for the National Parks Conservation Association. So if you want to come see us play some Satisfactory, which I have played some of, and I believe Plenty has played none of, so that could be very fun. I'll be teaching her a little bit about it, I assume. Or you want to come and hang out with us and donate a little bit of money. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but you know what I should do? I know I can do this right this second. I can show you guys this right off the rip. The rip-a-dip-dip-dip. Rip-dip-dip. Oh, okay, that's me. That's funny. It's literally me over here. Let me show you guys, right? If you guys can do it. You guys can do it today. Listen, I prefer you wait till Saturday so that we can call you out. But if you go over to Plenty's page on YouTube or on Twitch, twitch.tv/hello_plenty. You can go right here to donate, and you can donate $1, $5, $15, $25, or $50, or you can even go here and choose a different amount and donate. And I believe it would charge just through the same way that you would charge subs and bits and things like that. And if you do the thing where you set up like PayPal, and then you get to choose whatever payment method you would like. But yeah, it's super cool. I do have their page up too real quick. We're protecting and enhancing America's national park system for present and future generations, which, there's a lot of in the world, there's organizations that are trying to cut back on what they see as crazy spending, and that always means that national parks organizations could be in trouble at some point. I like going to parks. I think everybody does. So it's a worthy cause. Nah, build more skyscrapers. You know what, Ron? With that, I agree, bro. We should. Drill. I don't know what this guy means, but I'm with him. I'm just with him. Like, Ron just says words that are just real. Just real. He says them from the heart. Ugh. Use every resource until nothing is left. Listen. Man, I'm right there with you. We don't care. We're not going to be here. Find the Captain Planet within you and donate. Man, you know what? That's a good slogan. Find the Captain Planet within you and donate. Right, I've marked that on my notes list of things to yoink for Saturday. Thanks, title. And then I'll put up a picture of the half-naked Captain Planet, as we all know him, as we all know him. Captain Planet, he barely wears clothes. You guys want to get into some news? News is going to probably take us a little while, and we can kind of, still talk a little bit here and there about whatever, because there's going to be lots of Switch 2 stuff, of course, because a lot of Switch 2 stuff happened, especially over the last 18 hours or so, so I figured we should probably talk about it. But yeah, I wanted to make sure I told you guys about Saturday. That's going to be so fun. I'm so excited. So excited. I love Satisfactory too, and Plenty for that fact. So yeah, let's get into it. I figured this will probably take us a little while, and this will be fun. Let's get into some news.
everyone.
All right, guys, if you ever have anything you want me to talk about over here, make sure you jump into the Discord, find that news channel, and drop whatever articles you would like me to talk about. Let's go ahead and talk about what happened yesterday. Because I was not live on Tuesday. This is a little bit of old news, but we'll talk about it anyway. Switch 2 is getting a new pre-order date in late April for US. Michael McWhirter dropped this one. Nintendo has announced an updated date for Nintendo Switch 2 pre-orders in the United States, originally scheduled for April 9th, but was delayed by news of the tariffs. Will now begin in the US on April 24th, which was yesterday. Well, technically, because it started at midnight yesterday. If you go to any single source, they are all sold out. You cannot buy a pre-order version of the Switch 2 at this point, I believe. They did also note that the price will remain the same, so which is good. That's great. I think that's nice. I'm glad that they were able to keep the price the same. A lot of people speculated that potentially the price could go up, but the thought was, listen, if you put it up now, you're kind of messing with yourself a little bit later. Or if you did the inverse, where maybe you have, because they said they had a whole bunch of Switch 2s in the US already. If you don't raise the price now, but you raise it later, that's a bad deal too. So might be able to go to a physical store. That would be true. Got one today. Oh, like a pre-order at a physical store. That's pretty crazy. Okay, yeah, good advice, Title. Fight over it like toilet paper, huh? I hope not, man. I hope not. I very quickly in my mind was like, yeah, I don't think I'm upgrading, at least not for a little while. Like, this is like, I really would like to, but then I was like, I have an OLED Switch. It's so not worth it right now. It's one of those ones where I was listening to a podcast and the guy said, you know, when I'll buy one, when I can walk into a store and see like, oh, hey, there's one right there. I'll just grab it now. And I was like, that's a good time to do it. So I might do the same. I'm probably it might be a year before I end up getting one. So I believe they said their date is still the same. They're still going to do June 5th or whatever it is for the release. Yeah, June 5th. So Bethrin got one, man. That's awesome. I'm glad, because anybody who wants one, I'm glad if you can get one, because this is going to be one of those consoles that's just going to be a pain. But we have lots of Switch 2 stuff to talk about. Oh, excuse me. Man, I have like so much raspiness in my throat. Like trying to get it out here. Oh, excuse me. They raised the price on all the accessories, though. Yeah, I do have a thing talking about it. Hoarding frenzy, like telling people it's hard to get. Yeah, man, I know. And that's the problem. We don't have control of that part of it. That shit's stupid. All right, let's we're not gonna do all the Switch 2 stuff all at once. I try to put this kind of in a timeline, at least somewhat so. But we'll talk about all the Switch 2 stuff as we get there. Let's talk about Star Wars Zero Company, which got announced over this last weekend. They did do a little tease, but now we have like an official trailer. I did not get to see anything of this, so I'm very excited to see this. But this was that game that they teased the other day, and let's take a look. Oh yeah, Respawn and EA.
People talk about the Clone Wars. They talk about the big moments, the crisis points, planetary invasions, all-out assaults, cities bombed or rubble. Truth is, there's a war you don't see.
Oh yeah,
One fought in
Super
the
XCOM.
shadows. The war beneath the war. A war that's won with the right strategy. Surveillance, ciphers, good old-fashioned sabotage.
Sabotage?
These aren't the heroes they tell stories about. They're professionals. Setting aside their differences to take on the impossible. But that's the job, and they get it done.
Damn, that looks really pretty cool. I'm not a big XCOM kind of person, but that looks pretty good, I think. Yeah, that looks, like I said, pretty decent. Play as a mercenary group. Yeah, that's cool. I like that little group of people. Just a really random kind of spread of people. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like I said, I think it looks pretty good. Coming 2026. We get Zero Company before. Nah. This is 2026, so next year. GTA is supposed to be out this year, though. I get it. Ron's doing the meme. But yeah, this looks pretty interesting. I'm not an XCOM kind of guy, but this could be like a fun twist on that, which, you know, that's how that goes. There was I really liked Age of Empires when I was growing up, and then I found out that there was a Star Wars version of Age of Empires, and I loved the shit out of that game. It was so bad too. So I was like, damn. So I fall victim to a lot of that kind of stuff. What Respawn does? Yeah, I was looking at Apex Legends, Star Wars, the Jedi Fallen Order stuff, right? Titanfall and Titanfall 2. That's cool. Very cool. I like that. Sounds like they'll be in good hands then. Yeah, the Star Wars Jedi series I know is very good. Very good. I think Apex is one of those ones people are like, oh, Apex, but Apex is a good game. I think people really like Apex. So if you're into that kind of game, very cool. Thank you so much for Title helped me out a lot with a lot of these while I was kind of away. It was crazy too, because I was like, I traveled on Tuesday, but like I kind of like stepped away from like a lot of things, like from Monday until yesterday night. Like I didn't have my computer on. I made very little coffee. Like it was just a weird kind of like step back. I didn't step away from caffeine. Just I didn't make like much coffee over the last couple of days. And then today I made some coffee and it is very delicious. Just like almost like a break from everything for a few days. It was very nice. A battle royale. Yeah, it's so good. I loaded up Apex. I never got into a game and played because it was always one of those things like I'm not a good shooter player, but I was like, man, I got in and did some of like the like training course and stuff, and it felt really good though. Game news is how I unwind. A little bit too, the same. I do enjoy it. The only thing that happens is if I get a couple days behind, then I start to get a little bit panicky. Because then I'm like, ooh, I got a lot to go through. And I don't want to miss anything, you know? It's nice because I get like those ones where I'm like scrolling. I'm like, ooh, I saw Title posted this one. I don't have to worry about it. Keep going, keep going. A lot of gaming news is not really news. It's just like, you know, I get it. Like every place has got to post something, at least a couple times a day, get people coming over and seeing what's going on, doing a click here and there. I get that, but some of them are worse than others. Let's get into this next one by Andy Robinson. Pal World dev fights Nintendo lawsuit with comparisons to Fallout, Monster Hunter, and more. This is going to be interesting. I have not seen much about this yet. This is going back to, Nintendo and Pokemon Company claiming that Pal World infringed on their patents. Pocket Pair has challenged a lawsuit made by Nintendo by citing previous video games that used similar mechanics to Pal World, which were not challenged by the Pokemon co-owner. Nintendo and the Pokemon Company filed a lawsuit against Pocket Pair in Japan last year, alleging that Pal World infringes on 3 patents that are relative to monster catching gameplay, all of which were initially filed by Nintendo and Pokemon Company between February and July last year. Pal World was released on January 19th, 2024. An extensive post on Games Fray, Pocket Pair defends against the lawsuit has been revealed, and a series of preparatory briefs, that's what I'm guessing, filed in February. Pocket Pair argued that Nintendo's patent in suit shouldn't have been granted because prior work using them was released before the date Nintendo claimed to have invented them. Addressing one patent about capturing characters by releasing fighting characters or monsters or capture balls, Pocket Pair argues that its own Craftopia game did exactly the same thing. The studio then lists multiple games that it argues proves that a certain feature was already known before Nintendo filed the original patent applications. It claims that Rune Factory 5, Titanfall 2, and Pikmin 3 Deluxe allow players to release a monster or capture items like a ball and fire it in a direction by releasing a button. It also notes that Pikmin 3 Deluxe, Far Cry 5, and Tomb Raider already show that there can be different types of throwable objects, and Pocket Souls, Octopath Traveler, Monster Super League, and Final Fantasy 14 allow players to pick targets on a field and show how likely the capture operation is to succeed. Defending another patent related to capturing characters, Pocket Pair points to Octopath Traveler, Monster Super League, Nexomon, Craftopia, Pikmin 3 Deluxe, and the Nukamon mod for Fallout and Monster Hunter 4G. Nintendo and the Pokemon Company are seeking 5 million yen plus late payment fees. Wow. Interesting. That's a pretty good defense, if you ask me. Pocket Pair is essentially pointing that, there's these games that came out before you patented these. But I don't know. Maybe this is where I'm going to be. This is going to be my blind spot when it comes to understanding patent law and stuff. Because my thought would be, if it comes out before, but you don't patent it, it may not matter. This is not me. I don't want to be here kind of sound like I'm standing up for Nintendo or Pokemon Company, because I think they're absolute dicks about this. But I wonder if that's kind of how they're gonna their defense to their defense is gonna be like, well, you didn't patent it, so we did, and then Nintendo should never have been awarded the patent. Yeah, but the thing is, we can't change what they should or should not have been awarded, right? At this point, that I agree with that, but we're kind of past that point, and now it's kind of like, fuck, okay, so they have this patent, and they're the ones who patent it, and all these other games did it after, or did it before, but it was before technically, or maybe even some of them are after. I would try, if I'm Pocket Pair, I'm like pointing out that they are definitely targeting Power World and Pocket Pair. Dibs on Pokeballs. Damn, bro, don't say dibs. If you say dibs on Pokeball, man, Nintendo's coming for you. Yeah, they're crazy though, right? Nintendo and their stuff like that. It's just crazy. Yeah, it sucks. I don't know. I'm not like a Power World player or anything. I never got in. Didn't really seem like my kind of game. But I don't like this idea of companies being able to tell people what kind of gameplay they can do. You know? And that's kind of what's happening at this point. I mean, that's what Nintendo's. Yeah, for sure, though. They are 100% being like, dibs, and if you even do anything circular, I swear to God, we'll see you in court. Yeah, that shit's crazy, though. It's crazy. It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be. But I don't know. I like where Pocket Pair is going. I hope it works for them. I really do. Yeah, that's what matters to them. Yeah. Yeah. So we will see. But I'm like I said, it's stupid. It's stupid that Nintendo got awarded those patents when they probably shouldn't have. But they got awarded them in, I'm assuming, Japan, right? Because that's where they're filing the lawsuit. And I don't know how Japan's patent system works. It could be a lot more open, like to allow those kind of things. U.S. patent is kind of different, so I don't know. We will see. Gotta get dinner, of course, buddy. Go get dinner. I am gonna talk about Paul Rudd. And Paul Rudd bringing some 90s charm to Nintendo Switch 2 commercials. This was shared by our good buddy Vash, who just celebrated a birthday yesterday. Super awesome. Yeah. I know he was taking a little break from the internet, which good on him. We all need a little time away from the internet sometimes. But he dropped this, and I figure let's go over it, because I think it sounds like it was pretty fun. I love how the beginning of this starts. Ant-Man and Clueless actor, because that's where people know Paul Rudd is Clueless. Paul Rudd appeared in a new commercial for Nintendo Switch 2 game system this week, more than 30 years after appearing in a similar ad for the Super Nintendo system. The 90-second spot has gotten more than 700,000 views since it was posted on YouTube Saturday night. I did not look at these yet. I have seen the original one a while ago, but I did grab the two commercials, and I figure we'll take a look at those now, and then we can come back and read the rest of this. To our boy, bro, I don't know what that first word is. Puberty. Puberty. I don't know what that means. Yeah, so let's take a look at these two commercials. This is the original one from the 90s, featuring Paul Rudd.
When you decide to step up to this kind of power, this kind of challenge, this kind of flying, crashing feeling, when you decide to get serious, there's only one place to come: the games of Super Nintendo. No one else creates this kind of experience, because no one else creates these kinds of games. Now you're playing with power, superpower.
All right, now let's take a look at this other one for the Nintendo Switch 2.
When you decide to step up to this kind of play, this kind of fun,
Bully!
this kind of experience.
Hey guys.
Nice jacket, Paul.
Why are you dressed like you're in a boy band?
Seriously? My Super NES commercial from the 90s with my long black duster, indie rocked hair, and beaded necklace? Now we're playing with power. Come on.
Hi, Uncle Paul.
Lisa.
I can't wait to tell my class how I clowned you guys.
That's a lot of lip out of you, Lisa. Time for our thumbs to do the talking. Let the games begin. Lisa, how are you going that fast? You don't even have an actual driver's license. Let me show you a little something I learned in the 1900s.
Ooh, you can ride rails now?
I'll be honest with you, that was purely accidental.
You boomers are cute, but you're gonna lose.
Don't be so sure, Lisa. I take tons of supplements. She's on a wall. She's on a wall.
Lisa, get down. You're not allowed to be up there. My head is a burger, and you know what that means? I don't exactly. It means something good. No.
Yes!
Lisa!
I'm gonna feel that tomorrow.
You know, guys, it's nice playing with power, but this is better because now we're playing together. Super together.
Uh-oh. He's doing a voice.
Nintendo Switch 2.
All together, anytime, anywhere.
All right. So that is the two commercials.
We're taking callers.
Which I will say, wow, the Nintendo Switch 2 one ran a bit too long. They stretched that one out a little too much. That one was not that good. The very beginning was very goofy and kind of funny or whatever, but they kind of ran it a little too long. Jokes kind of burnt in the ground. Not quite my jam. Figure it out. Listen, I know what it means, bro. I'm just saying, you throwing words into chat that are not English, I might question, man. So let's go over the rest of this article real quick. Step up to a new kind of experience and play super together with friends over game chat. Only on Nintendo Switch 2, coming whatever, a message coming. The commercial shows Rudd excitedly setting up a game, turning on a camera, and connecting with other people who immediately start asking him about the dated attire he is wearing. Rudd, responds, feigning disappointment that no one seems to remember the callback. And then, of course, lots of things that are like, oh, I'm old and getting beat by a kid. So I mean, it's cool that they brought him back to do, a little shout out to the old system, but a little cringe. But yeah, cool nonetheless. Overall, Roland,
And you are out of here!
Orzible? I don't know who the hell that is, man. Why you always have the weirdest people for me to pull up, bro? English singer and songwriter, Roland. From Tears for Fears. I'm gonna be honest. I know Tears for Fears. I don't know a single person in that band. I would have not ever known. I'm looking directly at him. I see him, Mo. I see him. I'm just saying. I wouldn't have known who was in that band. I wouldn't know. You know the most random people, man. You know the most random people. All right, let's jump into this next one, which is by Jordan Midler. Renting PS5 proving extremely popular in Japan, with Moe's stores selling out. Okay, so renting PS5s. So Japan rents PS5s out. The service allows players to take home a PS5 for around $6 a week. That is actually really cheap. $6 a week? I wonder, we'll have to see. Is there pricing on like games and stuff? That's kind of crazy. Renting PS5s in Japan is reportedly extremely popular, with most stores at capacity. Japanese retailer GEO has told IT Media News that the service, which the company began earlier this year, has been more popular than they expected. The service was originally launched due to the limited availability of the PS5. The service, which is provided by 400 stores across Japan, lets players rent a PS5 console for either 8 days for $6.62 or for 15 days for $12.02 before returning it to the store. Again, it's a very cheap price. I mean, overall. GEO claims that the release of Monster Hunter Wilds, a series that has always been extremely popular in Japan, has spurred the success of the service. While Sony isn't actively involved in the program, GEO claims that it has deep discussions with the platform holder ahead of the launch of the rental program. A UK leasing agency, Raylo, offered a similar service. Players can choose to lease standard or digital PS5 consoles, PlayStation Portal handhelds, PlayStation VR 2 headsets, or PS5 Pro consoles on a rolling month contract. They can also sign up for 12, 24, or 36-month term for lower monthly payments. For example, a PS5 digital edition console costs $21.95 per month to lease, with the option to cancel at any time, but committing to 12, 24, or 36 months lowers it down to $16.49, $11.99, or $10.99 per month, respectively. While renting consoles isn't new, it's possible that it increased popularity is due to the lack of PS5 price cuts 5 years into its life cycle, and in the case of some SKUs, price increases. Yes, we did talk about the PS5 was getting a price increase the other day. I think it was last week or something. Yeah, they were getting a little bit, going up a little bit in a couple of places. But yeah, I wouldn't even ever thought of renting a console. I think that's not as crazy as I would have thought when I first thought about it. When I first would have thought about, renting a console, no, I wouldn't do that. But if you're like renting a console now, I feel like I could see it. Like I unfortunately don't use my PS5 very often. And renting it, I could see, like, if there was something I wanted, I was like, hey, I'm gonna need it. I need one this week, maybe, or for a couple months, to play something or to do this or do that. You're like, I could see it. I could see that being an interesting option. 5 years already. That is actually pretty crazy. I didn't realize PS5. Yeah, no, it was though, because I remember in 2020 when it released, I was doing a lot of crazy things to try, not like crazy things, but like crazy things to like get it. I had a bunch of what was it? I think it was a couple of Twitter handles that I was following that would announce when certain places were getting drops or let you know ahead of time. And I was following a couple of those to try and get one. Like, I was doing a lot of those things. I was on the hunt for a while. And yeah, I'm pretty surprised though that I ended up getting one. I enjoy it a lot. I think it's a great console. It's just I just don't use it that often now. My PC has taken over a lot of that. It's holding a lot of the burden of everything at this point. And it's funny because I think, like I said, I think PS5 is great, but I think for maybe someone in like my position, it might be better for them to just rent one on a time where they would need it, Now, when Monster Hunter Wilds comes out and you're like, oh, I would like to grab one of these, that doesn't work out as good because now you kind of need, that console for a long time because you're going to probably be putting hours in. Although you can rent it for a year then. I don't know. Yeah, it seems like I could understand it. I could get it. I could get it. That rubbish game. Why are you upset about it, man? Why are you upset about it? You love that game. I still have not gotten much time to play. I literally got to play for a half hour yesterday, and that is the most I've played. That is all I've played since Sunday. I love the game, man. My time has gotten so crazy, and I was telling Vash specifically that I don't think my time is going to be getting less crazy until like June or July, which is crazy. It really is. So saw the festival. Yeah, I popped in just to see the festival. That was literally why I got on, because I want to try and see it a little bit before it's gone. Like, I feel bad. I feel shitty because I want to see I wanted to do so much with the festival. I'm just not gonna have the time to do it. But I got to go in and just see at least how beautiful it was. I was like, oh, that's so nice. All right, I'm going. I got like pictures real quick of it too, just because I was enjoying it. Oh, it just makes me upset. I wanna do more with it. I did one round of bowling too, because I got some bowling tickets. I did a round of bowling real quick, and that was fun because the bowling during the Blossom Fest, when the bombs explode, they turn into little like tree explosions, and which was cute. Little cherry blossom trees. Yeah, but so yeah, I just man, I'd love to have more time to do some of those, but I just have not. Maybe tomorrow I'll have a little bit of time. I think they give out 2 tickets. For what specifically, do you know? Yeah, I haven't gotten to do anything else with it. And I was like trying to look up like what the different things you could do to get things, and I could not find anything for the bowling. Yeah, I thought when I first logged in, they gave me like 2 tickets or something. Yeah, something like that. And I was like, ooh, which is why I did it. All right, let's jump into this next one, which is Doom: The Dark Ages, which is going to be coming out on May 15th. Ooh, very cool. This is the official trailer 2 title drop. This one, I have been very excited about this game, so I'm very excited to see another trailer for them, because also their trailers are usually pretty sick. The armor looks pretty dope. Yeah, I got to see the armor real quick. I really like the Palico armor too, so yeah, let's take a look at this trailer.
The Makers felt a weapon as powerful as the Slayer should be guided.
They lied to us. And now he has a leash.
He's not one of us.
Our enemy is divided. The time is now.
They fear him, and so your dominion over hell is not absolute.
Avoid the Slayer. Focus on breaking humans first.
That demon, he's after something. That much power in Hell's hands. None of us would survive. Bishop Creed, we need him.
Launch the Slayer.
Impact confirmed. The Slayer has been activated.
one they fear.
Stronger than maybe even you.
Oh my god. Oh wow. It looks good though. I'm very excited to end up seeing how this ends up playing out. I have no idea. I have no idea, but it looks good. And also,
For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis!
what's happening, Jenna? Bone jaw. What's happening? Whoa, what's happening? What you mean?
Oh, that's some nice headlocks, sir. Ah, yes. I see that you know your judo well.
Yeah, I see you'll know your judo well.
And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis?
Yes, Jenna, I finally got it on my audio board, so I can just I can just play whatever I want.
Ta-ta! And farewell. Look, I'm under what?
I'm under what?
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest.
Welcome in, Jenna. How are you doing? I know you got to be getting real close to finishing everything at this point. For uni, I know you said you had like a couple more things to finish up. How are you doing? Incredible, right? I got to use them a little bit the other day, but you weren't around, so I was very sad. It was over on Vashani's channel. Tuesday and Thursday next week, and that's it. Is that it? Is that it? Is that it?
Oh my God!
That one's for me. That one's for me. Oh, my time revising. I believe it, but after you're done revising and you're done, maybe you'll be done.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. Good. You're almost there. Gotta go, my dude. Of course, Ron. Thanks so much for coming and hanging out, buddy. We will see you around. Love you, dude. Finally have some free time. No, right now or later or after, because that's not true. So are you expecting that you're gonna get I think I might have asked this, but do you have like a job or anything lined up for afterwards, or do you have like a place that you think you're gonna try and get some work at after university? Because I assume like you'll want to have something to go, something to do, right? Because yeah, that's gonna be exciting. That is the hard part. Once you get some free time though, then you got to figure out what you're doing. You got to spend 2 years with Specsavers. Well, that's not bad. 2 years is gonna go by quick. It seems like such a long time, but once you do it and everything, 2 years is so quick. But they're practical. Yeah, I figured that would make more sense, I should say. I wouldn't figure that you would still have exams, but if you're going to have them, I would assume they would be practical because you're working and stuff. But that's not bad. Yeah, like I said, 2 years would be fast too, because you'll be learning so much at such a clip that by the end of the 2 years, you'll be like, man, it did not seem like 2 years. That's cool though. That is awesome. And I'll be getting monies. Ooh, that's the best part. See, that's the best part. get to learn, and get money. Three years that are going to flown by. I believe it. Like I said, whenever you're doing like stuff like that, where you're like learning and everything, man, it just goes quick. Legitimately, it's crazy. I just celebrated my 10-year anniversary with my job, and legitimately, the 10 years have gone by so fast, which is crazy. But yeah, it really has. It's like that. I've been constantly learning new things, doing things, and you know, it's just time goes. Final year, yeah, that's crazy. Congratulations again, though, Jenna. That's gonna be so awesome. I'm so excited for you to get out there and get to start doing more practical work in general. You know, not just at the school. Schoolwork is fun, but it's still schoolwork, you know. It still has that oh, you're here kind of thing, you know. Get the restraints off. What is the bowling thing? The rails. Put the bumpers down, you know. On track for top marks. See, I just expect no less, you know. Maybe that's too much pressure I'm putting on you, you know. I apologize if that's the case, but I expect top marks, you know. I just know that if you're doing something, you're putting everything into it. I only laugh because man, I was really like, man, I almost was. So many terrible things you could say. No, but I figure you're genuinely one of those people who's just dedicated at if you're doing something, it's gonna be good. So very nice. Let me continue on with a little bit of news here whilst we hang out. Oh right, this is something. Psycho dropped a thing in the Discord the other day, and it was just like, what the fuck was it? Like a fucking eye with an IV on it, and it said tomorrow. This is a couple days ago, and I was like, what the fuck is this? I don't know. I didn't look familiar to me. Only to find out that they're making an Oblivion remaster, Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion remaster. I don't know shit about Oblivion. TBH, I don't know shit about Oblivion. I said what needed to be said, no more, no less. Right, I just don't know what the fuck that is, man. I mean, listen, I know of Oblivion, but I literally saw it and I was like, man, I don't know what that is. I don't know if I'm supposed to be hyped about this or not. But yeah, so 19 years later, the Oblivion remaster is here. This is by Tyler Culp. What's happening, Cyclo? How you doing, man? The rumor and Steam listings were real. Oblivion is back. On Tuesday, Bethesda formally announced a remaster of the 2006 open world RPG developed by Dark Souls remaster studio Virtuos, and then promptly released it. The precursor to Skyrim is available right now on PlayStation 5, Windows PC, Xbox Series X for about $50. PC players can get it on Steam, Game Pass, and Ultimate subscriber will have access to it on PC and Xbox too. Oblivion Remastered uses Unreal Engine 5 to give the entire world a high-resolution makeover with improved lighting and textures. While it's technically the first Bethesda game to run on an engine separate from the studio's proprietary one, it still uses parts of the old engine to keep things close to the original. I only saw YouTube poops of Oblivion. Skyrim mods. What a time to be alive. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't know shit about this. But yeah, I know that people have been very excited about this, which will bring me to this next one. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered is once again offering paid horse armor. Now this I know about. This I remember. This is by Rebecca Valentine. In 2006. Oh, this you know? This is what I know. Yeah, man. This is what I know, man. This is what I know. Sorry. In 2006, Bethesda was riding high on the success of Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. In an effort to keep fans coming back to Cyrodiil, I don't know, the developer started releasing small paid DLC packages for the game. Little did the company know that it was galloping headlong into controversy when it dropped its first DLC pack that April, Horse Armor. Even if you weren't following the games at the time, like myself, you likely heard of the Horse Armor controversy, and I did. Though DLC certainly existed pre-Horse Armor, Oblivion's Horse Armor pack, which cost 200 Microsoft points on the 360 marketplace, which is about $2.50 at the time, really cost a stir due to the armor essentially being useless. Now, in 2025, cosmetic upgrades such as this are commonplace, which has allowed Bethesda to be a bit cheeky in its release of Oblivion Remastered and once again charge player extra for Horse Armor. As part of today's reveal and shadow drop of the remaster, we learned that Oblivion Remastered will include both a base edition and deluxe edition. For an extra $10 on top of the base edition price, deluxe edition buyers will get a new quest for unique armors, extra weapon options, a digital art book, and soundtrack app. And yes, Horse Armor again, 2 sets to be precise. I'm just saying, yes, I'm sorry, I heard about the Horse Armor. So I'm not mad about it. It's just funny that they were like, yeah, we'll do that again. We'll definitely do that again. Oh shit, also my TTS message just went off. I'll acknowledge it here more in a second, but I see fucked up something when I put it in there. Yeah, I updated my TTS message just so that way I was hoping it was going to be a little more clear on what you could do. So there's 4 ways to send TTS messages using the I think it's like the what the fuck did they call those? There's a box below Twitch. What are those called? I can't even remember what they're called. Panel. There's a tips panel down below. You can tip at least $1, includes a message. Use at least 100 bits on Twitch with a message. There's an extension down in the about section, or you can use channel points to redeem one of the TTS channel rewards. And then if you want to use a voice or whatever, there's a link as well. There at least one has a one S. Yeah, it has too many S's. Yeah, I fixed that. That's the one I fixed. But yeah, I wanted to throw those in there so that way they're a little more clear, I hope. Yeah, also, again, I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna hit it a couple of times today. If you guys didn't know, I will be back here Saturday. I'm gonna be starting, probably, my guess is probably like right around noon my time. I'm gonna be doing a few hours of System Shock, and then about 3 p.m. Eastern, Plenty and I are going to be streaming together. We're going to be playing a game called Satisfactory, and we are going to be raising money for National Parks Conservation Association. So if any of that sounds like interesting to you, swing on by on Saturday. I was going to say tomorrow, but tomorrow's Friday. All right, and then let's jump into this one, which is, I thought, really very cool. Bethesda gifts the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered keys to the entire Skyblivion modding team, which I think is really cool. Rebecca Valentine also wrote this one. The Elder Scrolls fans are praising Bethesda today after the developer gifted free game keys to the Elder Scroll 4 Oblivion Remastered to the entire team behind popular Oblivion mod Skyblivion. And there's obviously they threw in the tweet or whoever or whatever in here. In a post on Blue Sky, it was on Blue Sky, the Sky Oblivion team shared news of Bethesda's outreach with their community. As massive fans, we're beyond grateful for the generous gift of Oblivion Remastered game keys for our entire modding team. This means so much to us. Thank you for everything, Bethesda. I threw this one in here because I think that that's super nice of them. Negatively, there's always that thought of like, well, it's good publicity, but I will say on the other side of that, good publicity also did generate a bunch of free keys for this game for that whole modding team. So whatever, you take the good and the bad, even if it's, like I said, in the back of my mind, I'm always like pessimistic about it. I'm like, they're just doing this so that we talk about it, but whatever. I think it's a nice gesture, and for whatever reason, I think it is what it is. It's cool. Not much I'm gonna go on about this one before we get into this Monster Hunter one, which I just thought this one's I'm bringing up just because I thought this was fun. Monster Hunter Wild players use an unconventional method to dodge and attack an emote. I was like, what the fuck is this about? And then I watched it, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. So let me make this a little bigger. So this player is fighting a Mitazune. Looks like a tempered Mitazune as well. Mitazune does a attack where it's like a water jet stream, like a pressure washer essentially. And this person uses an emote to avoid the attack here. So they're using this emote that is like it's a shinobi emote thing. And I recently got these, and I thought they're cool because they're just goofy. Like they pop you up into this pose, like up in the air or whatever. I did not realize that your hitbox changes because of it. I, for some reason, still thought your hitbox would have been underneath of you, but apparently it's not. That is amazing. Yeah, let me roll back here. Yeah, so Inazune is literally like grilling through narwhal, essentially, right? I just thought this was fucking hilarious. Yeah, I was like, that is so fucking funny. I love that stuff, man. Yeah, Cyclo had this thing where in Monster Hunter Rise, I guess you could grill through like these like crazy attacks from one of the other big monsters, and it was pretty fucking goofy. And this one's not any less goofy. I fucking love this. It's definitely one of those ones that makes me be like, I really want to try this. Now I really want to try it. I got to try and remember this for Sunday, because I think that's when I want to try it. I want to try it out on Sunday. I love this kind of stuff. Monster Hunter community is the best when it comes to this kind of things. Eric Van Allen wrote this, but we're not going to really go into much of what he wrote. I wanted to show you guys that. God, it's so good. I love this kind of fucking stuff. Over the floor fire. Man, all great things for me to try. Did you ever grab these sets? Were they paid sets? The Shinobi stuff? They might have been. It's hard for me to tell because I got the that Monster Hunter Wild, like I got like the premium deluxe thing, and I don't know what came part of that. There's a lot of DLC for this fucking game. Already there's a lot of DLC. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I was trying to see if these were like, oh yeah, they are a paid set. It's called Photo Pose Set Volume 1. they are $4, but there's a bunch of them. I feel like they've been pretty worth it. I mean, listen, I like supporting Monster Hunter as well, so I mean, not that they need a bunch of money, but pay to win. Shaking my head, bro. A little bit true, actually. Oh shit, Monster Hunter. Don't know. My bad. I didn't know it was like that, you know? Oh shit. My bad. I didn't know. All right, let's jump into this next one, which is by Tyler Culp as well. Zelda Speedrunner movie is being pulled from PBS, which will air on Twitch now first, which is kind of interesting. This is gonna air on Twitch. I had not heard anything about it. Here's $5 infinite iframes, please. Man, I'm about to find out how much it breaks the game. You know, if it breaks it too much, they're gonna make it so it doesn't do it. So we all need to shut the hell up about it so they don't fix it. Break the Game, a film about Legend of Zelda speedrunner Narcissa Wright, was supposed to air on PBS POV series this month before it was suddenly pulled back by the network in February. I have not heard about this at all. And I was like, Zelda speedrunning, I'm in. This sounds really cool. I love speedrunning. They shouldn't fix it, but they should give it to everyone. Agreed. Okay, I'd be okay with that. According to director Jane Wagner, the executive producer and director of POV told her they were worried about the political repercussions of showing a film centered on a trans person after the recent threats of public media by legislator and the Trump administration. So everything comes to light a little here now. So the fuck we care about, you know, the thing being about Zelda speedrunner, you know, and all these kind of things, you know, it's gonna have to talk about a trans person or be about a trans person. They're like, oh, we can't do that. Although PBS has since rescheduled to film the air in June, Wagner will debut Break the Game on Twitch streamer Trihex channel on Monday. After the premiere, Trihex will host a Q&A with Wagner and roundtable discussion with Twitch streamers about representation, mental health, and cyberbullying, which is fucking sick. I love this. I love this idea. Let the internet take it, and yeah, fuck PBS. That's such bullshit. I know they're like, well, no. We're definitely gonna air it after you guys kind of throw it out there and whatever. Like, no, just whatever. Streaming on Twitch allows us the opportunity to bypass traditional gatekeeping and directly engage our audience of gamers enthusiasts all around the world without censorship, Wagner told Polygon in a recent interview. Yeah, exactly. It's just fucking crazy that they were like everything I heard about this, so I was like, okay, cool. Oh, all right, fine. And then they're like, oh, there's a trans person. Wow, we're gonna have to wait. It's already an established franchise. Imagine if it came out today and people realized Samus was a female. Yeah, I mean, okay, this is a little bit of a pull from last week, but we were talking about Fantastic Four, the new Fantastic Four that Marvel's putting out, and how much I've not seen backlash about it, but that I've seen like people being like immediately coming to like the point of, they're talking about Silver Surfer in that movie is a woman, because she plays a different character, not the Silver Surfer. She plays, I think it's Shala Bal, and people are like, before people start fucking bitching that they change the gender of this character, no, it's a different character who is a female. So shut the fuck up. Like, it's crazy. And it's one of those things, like, we're just in tune, like we're all like wired to like know like exactly what you're saying, Title. Like, if something's like that, people are fucking pearl clutching immediately, and we all kind of like feel like that. Like, it was weird because I don't think that there was any, I don't know if there was a lot of pushback about it, but it seemed like people were like, there's gonna be pushback about this, we need to get ahead of it now. And it's so crazy that we all kind of like know just instinctively that that's how the fucking world works now. but I still think this is cool. I'm really excited. I want to check this out because I mean, I'm sure it's about Narcissa Wright. I mean, in their story as well, but which I think could be very interesting. I think that's going to be interesting. But then having them kind of be, you know, have these other things that we're gonna focus on about like the Zelda speedrunning stuff, and kind of relating that to their story and everything. I think it could be really interesting. I'm like, this is cool. I'm excited to see this. Wagner said she pitched the idea of accompanying Twitch streamer to POV when it picked up Break the Game, but PBS said it couldn't allow them as a part of its licensing deal. When it pulled the initial broadcast of the film, however, she told PBS changed their mind about the Twitch stream. Twitch is a fitting place to show a film comprised of footage from Wright's streams, and one that focuses on her relationship to her audience as she breaks a speedrunning world record and tries to do it again. Wagner said Trihex experience as a speedrunner and his personal experience with many of the issues and themes explored in Break the Game makes him the perfect person to host the conversation around the film. Fucking so cool, though. I'm glad. This is one of the W's. I mean, not for Twitch, but Twitch as a community, I should say, because it's not Twitch doing it or anything. But this is a fucking win for the Twitch community. And yeah, I'll say it. Fuck PBS. Have some fucking balls. You know? Jesus Christ. Ugh, I don't know. I wish I had more to just say, but most of it's just anger and this idea of like, why? Whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I try and check this out when I can. I don't know. I know that they said Monday. No, I think that was like sooner than later, right? I think it's coming out probably this week. Or next week, sorry. I would like to try and check it out. I'll have to see if it's going out on Monday. I wonder, I might be able to check it out when it does drop on sorry, on Trihex's channel. Request a screening. Ooh, what? Oh shit. A private event? Damn, I could request a screening. I mean, I would like to. I won't, but watch the film. I don't think I can yet, right? Yeah, we can watch it later. Yeah, I would like to check this out at some point. This is super cool. I hope it does some things. So. All right, let's jump into the next one, which is about Ghost of Yodai. I don't remember how you say this. How to pronounce Yodai. Yote. Oh, nice. Thanks, title. I just was listening to a pronunciation guide. Ghost of Yote. Ghost of Yote braves October release in the face of GTA 6, which people are very afraid of, which is dumb. But Ollie Welsh wrote this one, which is mostly just going over that, you know, the release date. We have a winner. Sony's the first publisher to dare put a fall release date on the major video game release in 2025. Grand Theft Auto 6 be damned. Ghost of Yote, Sucker Punch's sequel to its 2020 open world samurai adventure, Ghost of Tsushima, will come to PlayStation 5 on October 2nd. Super cool. Game looks very good. There was a trailer that went with it, but I was gonna just not watch it here. It there's a whole bunch of things with it. It didn't seem like it was really relevant to bring here, but yeah, very cool. So this mostly is just shouting out them for October 2nd. I don't know. I don't have much to say about this. I didn't play Tsushima. I think I watched Vash play a little bit of it and it looked great. So Yote was going to be Ghost of Yote is going to be a really good game, I think. All right, let's jump into this next one. Can I read all this? Okay, I can. Sometimes The Verge is a little weird to me. Discord co-founder and CEO Jason Citron is going to be stepping down. Citron stays on the board and serves as an advisor. This is by Jay Peters. Discord co-founder and CEO Jason Citron is stepping down and will be replaced by former Activision Blizzard and King executive Humam Sakhinini, according to a press release. Sakhinini takes over on April 28th. Citron will stay on the board of directors and serve as advisor to the CEO. As we enter our next phase, I've been reflecting on how I can best contribute to Discord's long-term success, Citron says in a message shared with employees and posted on Discord's website. The job of a CEO is constantly evolving, and over the years, I have continuously hired myself out of a job. Usually that means delegating work and then taking on different leadership challenges. However, as I look at what is needed of Discord's CEO over the next few years, I realize that it's time for me to literally hire myself out of a job. He said the company has outgrown its 870 employees and over 200 monthly active users. Stanislav, Discord's other co-founder, will remain as the company as chief technology officer. Look forward to working with Stan and Discord's talented team to scale our business while staying true to the company's core mission and the special connection it has with its player communities. We're still at the beginning of gaming's impact on entertainment and culture, and Discord is perfectly positioned to play a central role in that future. Yeah, we'll see. It very much makes me nervous how much shakeup at Discord there is right here, and how much I know they're trying to IPO. So it definitely scares me. It'll be interesting to see if that ends up being a bigger issue later on, but we will see. All right, let's jump into the next one. Oh yeah, this is a dope one. Well, potentially. It's kind of interesting. It's a little weird. So what was it? A couple years ago, there was a kind of a shadow dropped Predator movie on Hulu called Prey, and that movie was phenomenal. And the same director was working on a sequel, this movie called Predator Badlands. And so now we have a trailer for it. I am excited to show this off. So this is the trailer for Predator Badlands, the sequel and follow-up to Prey.
I didn't think you survived. You're hunting something that can't be killed.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. I am not sure. I will say here, I was gonna rewind a little bit here to this scene, but yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. It doesn't really hit me in a way that makes me really interested. Maybe I need like another trailer or something to show. I don't know. I mean, I'll probably check it out no matter what, but it just, I didn't see anything that was like, oh wow, that's really something interesting. But this was pretty interesting. I saw to a lot of people were kind of seeing all of the skulls, which is always fun for people, and then seeing like, ooh, what does this mean? Oh, could this mean something else? But these, I believe, are all the trophies from the Predator, and man's got a fucking T-Rex skull over here, which is crazy. This looks like human. The rest of these are a little tougher to tell. This is looking like some kind of ape. This one is real weird. There's a couple of like, more alien type ones, but yeah, people have been very excited because this is like, oh wow, these are like very interesting, very different and stuff. And I think I've seen the talk kind of diving towards if this is hinting at more of a Alien versus Predator 3, which would be interesting, I guess, if done right. Could be very interesting. Ellie Fanning, yeah. I was surprised, but yeah, she's very good. Again, if never seen Prey is so good. It kind of centrals around like Native Americans, I believe, and predators in that time. And I will say all of the actors are actually of Native American descent, and they are all super great. It's super, super fun. It's a really great film. I was so surprised. I don't normally like Predator films that much, and that one was really good. I've been wanting to go back and watch it again sometime. But yeah, so I figured I would show this off. I'll definitely probably check it out at some point, but I saw the trailer and I was like, I don't know. Yeah, good cast and everything, but I'm just not sure yet. All right, let's get into this next one. Nintendo fans fight back against Switch 2 eBay scalpers and bots by listing fake or posting fake listings. This I didn't completely understand what the fuck this means. Tom Phillips wrote this, and I'd like to read and find out what the hell they're doing. Nintendo has now opened pre-orders for Switch 2 in the US and has been chaotic as you'd expect. Numerous retailers sold out of their allocation almost instantly, while customers reportedly having confirmed orders later canceled. And as with elsewhere, there simply does not seem to be enough stock to meet demand. Over on eBay, the predictable wave of US Switch 2 pre-order resales has now begun. The same happened here in the UK earlier this month. Sold listings seen by Eurogamer show numerous people have now paid nearly double the console's recommended retail price of $450 or $500 with the Mario Kart World to secure a console. But something else is going on too. As spotted by IGN, a small handful of fans have begun posting fake Switch 2 listings to flood eBay with offers of a picture of the Switch 2 printed on a piece of paper. These fake listings are clearly labeled within their description as something no human should pay $500 or more for. Instead, these have been created to make identifying the real scalpers more difficult, and it's meant to confuse bot scouring eBay stock. Okay, interesting. eBay is flooded with Switch 2 scalpers and people fighting back against scalpers by making fake listings at retail price. Very interesting. I've never seen this kind of thing before. Please, quote, please note you are ordering a picture of the Nintendo Switch 2. One seller wrote, "This listing is to combat bots and scalpers. No refunds. You will receive a PNG image of a Switch 2, no console. This is just a printed photo of a Switch 2 to prevent scalpers and or bots," wrote another. "Once again, if you buy this, you will receive a printed photo of the Nintendo Switch 2 in an envelope via mail. Do not buy. Do not, I repeat, do not buy this unless you are a bot or you just wish to donate $550 to me," wrote a third. "I will be shipping a laser printed image of the Switch 2 Mario Kart World bundle, and that will be all you get. No refunds, no refunds, no refunds. You will not be refunded. You'll be receiving the picture whether you like it or not. You get the gist." Nintendo Switch 2 stock looks like it will be limited at launch worldwide, but particularly Japan, where Nintendo boss Shintaro Furuwaka revealed an astonishing 2.2 million people have applied to buy a Switch 2, a number that far exceeds the number of Switch 2 consoles sold that can be delivered at launch. Yeah. Okay, so people are essentially putting these up on eBay just so that people who are bot scalping will buy them. Interesting. Well, now I need to look. Where is the... Yep, okay. So immediately let me bring this up. Let me show it. So I pulled these up and I'm just kind of scrolling through and I see this one, which is one of the ones that says, "Please read description." And it says, "You are bidding on a black and white printed image of the Nintendo Switch 2 pre-order confirmation. Sensitive data has been removed for your privacy. This is a photograph. Fold into thirds to fit in a standard envelope. You will not receive the Switch 2 console. This is a sale of the image only. All sales are final. No returns or refunds will be accepted. This is intended as a novelty item and is not an attempt at scalping. Absolutely no refunds." Let's see what this one says. "This is just a picture of Nintendo Switch 2, no refunds. Please buy and pour hell. It will help charity." Oh yeah, look at this person is making theirs specifically to donate 10% to Make-A-Wish. That's cool. Pre-order screenshot only, or reorder screenshot only. This listing is for a printed screenshot only. No console. You will receive an image of the Switch 2. You purchase, you are ordering a picture. It is not, if you are not a bot, do not purchase. No refunds. Yeah, they're being very open about that. This is not for people. This is for bots. That's cool. Okay, I see. I was a little confused on what their angle was, but I get it now. That's cool. That is pretty cool. Very, very fun. All right, let's jump into, I got two more here. They're both Switch 2 surrounding. Unfortunately, Switch has been the biggest thing going around in gaming over the last handful of months. So that is what we will continue with. I feel like I don't do this much talking or something. Switch 2 chaos in Japan as My Nintendo Store buckles under the weight of its users desperate to find out if they've won the pre-order lottery, and now scammers are taking advantage. Verity Townsend wrote this one. For Nintendo fans in Japan, April 24th, 2025 is a big day, with Nintendo set to reveal just who has been lucky enough to get a chance to snatch up a Switch 2 via My Nintendo's, the official My Nintendo Switch. Sorry. Via the official My Nintendo Store pre-orders. But not only was Nintendo forced to shut down the My Nintendo Store website for maintenance due to too much traffic, it also issued a warning about phishing emails mimicking official 2 pre-orders lottery results. Back on April 2nd, Nintendo started accepting applications for Nintendo Switch 2 pre-order lottery in Japan. Winners of the lottery would be able to purchase a Switch 2 from My Nintendo Store to be delivered at launch on June 5th. According to Nintendo President Shintaro Furukawa, message yesterday announced 2.2 million people in Japan entered the first Switch 2 pre-sale lottery. The demand far exceeds the company's expectations, meaning that many entrants will have their hopes of obtaining the console at launch day dashed. With results of the Switch 2 pre-order pre-sale lottery coming out today, it seems many people rush to access Japan's My Nintendo Store, forcing Nintendo to take the site offline for maintenance. Scammers also took advantage of this Switch 2 fever by sending out fake lottery results. Japanese speaking user on Twitter also warned others, sharing screenshots of fraudulent emails and identifying several variations of the scam. At first glance, the subject line announcing "You have won the Switch 2 lottery" would likely have had many Nintendo fans jumping for joy. The example emails either demand that users click on a line message app link or pay the money today via suspicious looking URL. The urge that users to act now to secure their coveted new console. It seems the phishing attempt ranged from more obvious emoji riddled fakes to more sophisticated attempts with smaller errors like misspelling of Nintendo in email addresses and non-Japanese URLs. The official warning from the Japanese Nintendo's support account states, although we plan to send out the lottery emails today, we have not sent them yet. Please be aware that any such emails that you receive up until now were not sent by Nintendo. Scammers always be scamming. They're always trying to find that in. And I mean, listen, I get it. This seems like a golden opportunity for them. It's just crazy. I mean, listen, I'm not surprised. That's what they do. They find these moments and they find their way in. But it does kind of recall back a lot of my training, through like my IT and stuff is, verify everything. If there's a link, you can hover over a link to see where it sends you. If the link looks kind of wild, it's probably not real. See where it came, see where an email came from. A lot of the times you can tell by the email address it comes from. Like these are very soft rules, It's a couple of little things. Just keep an eye on those kinds of things because scammers are getting very good at making things look very real, but there's still signs. There's still signs of how things are not. And I did hear this recently, and I loved this advice. If somebody falls for a scam, we shouldn't be berating those people. The reason, these happen is, or they keep happening is because people fall for them. And making people feel bad about falling for them doesn't help the situation. So I think it's good. Just try to keep training people on how to recognize them. I didn't expect this to be like a PSA on how to kind of look at those, but it is one of those things. Yeah, take that extra second. I know a big thing with scams too is trying to force people into panic, whether it's sometimes it's about like family members needing something very quickly because of emergencies, whether it's health or whatever, or something like this where it's like, you need to pay this money now or you're going to lose your spot. They're trying to force that panic and to rush you so that you don't have time to look. Usually anything that's going to do that is probably a scam. just be aware. Just take that extra second, see where something's coming from, check those URLs before you click them. Don't put your information into anywhere that you don't know specifically. Just take that time. If it saves you once, you'll be so glad. All right, let's go through this last one, which is something that Title was kind of talking about. Oh, this might not even be specifically what he was talking about. He was talking about some Nintendo Switch 2 accessories are going to be more expensive. This is kind of talking about some of the Switch 2 edition upgrades for games may cost more than others. This is by Ollie Welsh. It appears the cost of upgrading games for the original Switch to the Switch 2 edition is going to vary. In the UK and Europe at least. Listings of the official UK and Ireland Nintendo website show upgrades for Super Mario Party Jamboree and Kirby the Forgotten Lands costing twice as much as the upgrades for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. In the UK, Mario Party and Kirby cost about $16.99 versus the $7.99 for Zelda upgrades. In Ireland, the pricing is $19.99 to upgrade Mario Party and Kirby versus $9.99 for Zelda games. Zelda upgrades are priced at $9.99 in the US and are included in the Nintendo Switch Online plus expansion pack subscription. Polygon has contacted Nintendo of America for confirmation of the US pricing of Switch 2 editions of these games and will update the article when we hear back. So yeah, it sounds like these games could be more expensive based off the game. The games could be more expensive to upgrade to Switch 2 versions, which is crazy. Nintendo has gotten really, really greedy with Switch 2. I think people see it, but I thought maybe they had stepped over that line and people were going to start to realize it and maybe be a little upset about it. But I'll tell you what, it has not slowed people down. The amount of the hype around the Switch 2, I mean, like, look at the pre-orders. They're all like pretty much sold out essentially. You can see it. People don't care. They'll pay it. I don't understand how or why. I don't think that I always think like, man, I'm not in the most like comfortable money position, but I feel like I'm in a pretty decent position in general in life. And I'm like, man, no way am I in that position right now. Like, you know, I just a lot of people have $450, you know, to blow, and I just I don't. But yeah, I thought some of this would deter the people, and it has not. It is not. I'm very surprised. Not that I thought it would be. Not that I guess I was thinking that it would be that much of a deterrent or that it would be that big of an issue. But, man, it is not going to matter to people. People will pay it. People love Nintendo. Like I said, I just thought Nintendo's really showed how kind of a little bit more greedy than I thought people would know that they are. And they are now like really showing that hand, and people are like, yeah, okay. Well, we love Nintendo. Huh. Yeah. So just be aware, as we get closer and closer to launch. We are a little over 2 months out still, so there's, you know, there's still plenty of time and everything, but, well, sorry, a little over a month. I take that back. Sorry, I forget it's early June that it's coming out. I thought it was, for some reason I was thinking early July. So yeah, we're just over a month out. And yeah, just be aware. Cool. I did kind of take my time through news today. I figured we would just kind of chill a little bit. This has been very nice, but that is going to go ahead and wrap it up for our news. I figure, yeah, well, maybe we'll try and jump in and play a little System Shock, even if it's just for a little bit. Get in, look around, get out. But yeah, we'll do that in just a few, but that is going to wrap it up for our news today. I appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Oh, all right. I am probably going to grab a break here in just a few. Just to get up, hit the bathroom, those kind of things. I'm probably gonna do that here in just a couple of minutes, and then we'll jump into our game here in just a few minutes. One more time before I'll talk about it at the end of stream as well, but make sure you guys are here Saturday again. We are going to be I am going to be here streaming a little bit early, doing a little bit of System Shock, and then I am going to be about 3 p.m. I am going to be playing Satisfactory with our good friend Hello Plenty, and we are going to be raising money for National Parks Conservation Association. I will show you guys real quick again too. If you go over to Hello Plenty's page, you can see right here I'm on her page right here. She has a little button. It normally says like something about subscribe, or whatever, or whatever the term normally is. But you can donate to charity, and you can donate $1 up to $50 or any other amount right here, and you can donate that money to that charity right there. Simple as that. Already raised $310. I feel like it's a good cause. Definitely worth checking it out. Protecting and enhancing America's national park system for present and future generations. Make sure you guys are going over. You're doing that. You're checking that out. It's a good, worthy cause. And I think I said this earlier too. If you want to wait until we're live on Saturday to do so, I think that's a great idea, because we'll be here, and I think Plenty will be able to read out your donations and things that kind of live at that time then. Make sure that you guys get up, get moving. I'm gonna take a quick 5 here. Appreciate everybody so much for coming and hanging out. I definitely missed y'all. I am so excited to play a couple of games, today and Saturday. So get up, stretch, do all those fun things. Actually, let me do my actual thing. If you need to get up, stretch, hit the bathroom, get something to eat, something to drink, do whatever you got to do. Just meet me back here in like 5. I do want to see if there's anything. Holy smokes, that actually caught me a little bit. I did not expect that. Holy shit. Ooh. This new look at Elden Ring expansion is not what you think it is. Okay, so what is I didn't see this yet. Oh my god, I get it. No, I get it. Bandai Namco, you funny sons of bitches. That's actually pretty decent. Yo, that's legit pretty good. All right. Hey, listen. Let me do this right quick. Hey, yo, hit me up on the Insta, and you know, if you got some stuff, you know, I wouldn't mind checking it out a little bit. Definitely hit me up. I'd be interested to see what you got. What is this? Nothing. Okay, I think these are. Stop rolling. Kelvin, they're all rolling towards the water. Can you get those, bro? Kelvin! Oh my god. Okay, that was not intentional. Oh my god. Sound design is kicking right away. And I'll tell you what, Limbo and Inside both had fucking great sound design, so maybe similar dev from that team came over here. Oh, am I playing as the kid now? Oh shit. Damn, look at me. Fucking baby over here. Is this gameplay? Is this a video game? Okay, so we're looking for like a motor. Oh my god, it's so bright. Yum, yum, yum. Oh my god, stop. Ooh. How much water were we drinking, man? Come on. Oh my god. God, I don't know what that guy is about. No, fuck you. I feel like cat is the only thing we didn't save then. God damn it, Yara! What the fuck are you doing? Don't stand up in front of me. Jesus Christ! Ain't no need for that. Oh.
You'll like to have a little look through the window.
Oh. Never mind. I take it back. Oh, man. I was feeling bad, and then I was like, oh, well, never mind.
Oh.
All right, welcome on back, y'all. Whew. Hopefully everybody had a good break. I sure did. I'm gonna go ahead and get our game started. Get a couple of minutes. Well, we should have like an hour in. That should be plenty of time. Should at least do a little bit. Holy moly. I am a little tired still from my trip. Maybe it's just the week in general as well, but I did that trip on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday for work. Work allowed me to go in at 2 hours late the next day, which was super nice. So I got to go in at like 10, which was very awesome. I was very glad about that. And then yeah, I've just been a little tired today. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember what the hell we were doing. Oh no, I do. I did title the streams accordingly, because I titled them with the Grove stuff, and I think that's what we're doing. We're doing stuff with the Groves. All right, yeah, let's go ahead. Let's jump into it. Get a couple, like I said, like about an hour or so. We should be able to get just time in with the game. I feel like let's go ahead. Let's do that. All right, yeah, we are in the Groves. I don't remember which grove, but we are in a grove. That's for sure. And here we are. Apparently, I think we're trying to jettison some of these groves. So I think we're just trying to find some buttons that allow us to do such things. So we're gonna do that, I guess. I don't really remember, if I'm being completely honest. Mag pulse rifle. Do I have that? I do not. Well, not gonna worry about it. Where the fuck am I? Live feed. I don't know what this does. Weird. All right, music's getting a little crazy. I thought this was like a jettison room. I was like, I'm definitely walking in here and there's gonna be a big old button that says jettison. Damage is about 18 on that. I don't know what this one is. Mag pulse rifle. Let me drop this real quick. Pick this up, see what it is. I mean, it seems pretty nice. I did see somebody was telling me that I could drop the spark beam because I have this ion pulse rifle. Maybe we do that. Maybe we do that and then pick this up instead. To have there. Maybe that's the move here. And then we could swap this out with something else later. I think that seems reasonable. You know? Still don't know what that did, but whatevs. Okay. Interesting. It looks like it did something out here, right? Was this the room we was just looking at? I legit don't know at this point. I am very confused. Okay, all right. Big head. Still here. Love to see him. I remember him vaguely. Can I do something like this? I'm not really sure what we're looking for here. Kind of looking around just to see if there's like a door or something that I see that specifically says like go here. I mean, obviously it won't say that, but you know, thought there'd be something. Give us a little bit of, this looks like something. Is this something or is this nothing? Safety interlocks? That sounds like maybe that's where I want to go. Okay, that's cool. I love that for us. I love that for us. Is this what I want?
Safety interlocks disabled.
Oh. I think that was it. What else is here do I need to do? It actually doesn't look like there's much of anything else. I was thinking that these groves might be kind of, in general, just like smaller little areas. And that's kind of what it seems like, at least a little bit. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. Let's do the boots here. I think that's all I needed to do. I'm pretty sure I was just supposed to come here essentially to do the interlocks. Undo the interlocks. Let me listen to, I think there's some audio stuff that is worth looking at. New jettison program. I think that's what I was thinking. Grove jettison controls.
We gotta get to the jettison controls. The Gamma Quad is sealed off. Lara found a maintenance conduit in Beta Quad. She was checking schematics that can get us to the CPUs on this level. We can then access the master jettison controls from the back end. Lamar went into Beta to check the conduit, but he hasn't come back.
Okay. Just listening to a few of these real quick.
I was just following orders. A bunch of suits had the bright idea of using Gamma Grove as a makeshift life pod. I guess with dying happening on board, they'd rather try their luck out in the Great Black. I hit the jettison enable button in the Grove, went back to the exec level, hit the master jettison switch in Gamma, and then flipped the lever in the Grove lounge. It all worked. Except it looks like Shodan disabled post-jettison life support to the Grove. They're all dead by now.
Okay, there was one other one in here that says
Cyborg 82N. In response to recent regrettable incidents, I have altered the sequence necessary to jettison groves.
okay.
One must now enable the jettisoning of all the remaining groves before any single one can be launched.
All right.
To jettison a single grove, one must do 3 things. 1. Hit the jettison enable switch inside all remaining groves. 2. activate Master Jettison Enable in Gamma Quadrant. 3. Pull the jettison lever in a specific Grove lounge to launch that Grove.
Okay. Is the safety interlocks the same as the jettison stuff? I think it is. I didn't see anything else around here that stated anything differently. I think it is. Maybe we'll check another one of the other groves and see. Because at very least we can, I mean, we can always do one of the other groves and that'll give us an idea. Okay, so where are we at? This was Alpha Grove. Where? Okay, actually, I should just save real quick. I should save. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. I was gonna say maybe we go Delta Grove, then Beta Grove. Where is hack not complete? Yeah. And then Big Boss is over there. We still need to do him at some point. Yeah, let's do the other Grove. It's over here. Delta Grove, I think. Before Alpha. It seems like a good plan. At least to me it does. This is not a grove? And then we can see here, we can see if there's something different that we need to do. Kind of that secondary confirmation. Cup of Joe? Nah, I'm good. Not right now, buddy. Thank you, though. Okay.
Feeling depleted? Snacktron is your oasis in the stars.
Your oasis in the stars. Delta Grove. I will say it's a pretty quiet one so far. And I'm not mad. Yeah, I think Gamma Grove already got jettisoned, and then after that, Shodan was like, nah. We're gonna change how these Grove procedures work. Cause now you have to do them all at one time. So. It's legit so quiet. This is creepy. What the fuck? Why is it so fucking quiet? Yeah, so we're essentially just looking for the exact same thing, I think. At least we should know pretty quickly. If we see the same thing. Human corpse. Everything. Oh, hey, bud. I was like, damn, who that? I don't know what that does. Turns on lights in here, maybe? Okay, nobody else down that way yet, at least. Let me search these. Okay, all right, let's yeah. Okay, hey, bud. That was scaring the shit out of me. Why it's like pulsing over there. It makes me feel like it's gonna do something. All right, this guy looks like he may have had a head wound at some point that I don't think he's suffering from anymore. So, I mean, good news. Great news. There's been a severe lack of enemies in here, which is actually kind of terrifying in like a way that is hard to explain because of how this game is, you know. Like, it's so out of the ordinary for them to be like this. Mother effers. Cool. Cool. Okay, I think there's something below us. That doesn't work. Trying to see if there's anything down there. I felt like I heard something moving. Oh, there he is. Okay, there you are, buddy. Beautiful. Who the fuck is that? Oh no, somebody's up there making creepy ass sounds, man. Chill out, bro. Chill. Vaporize on that shit. Good, good, good. Okay. All right. So far, nothing about jettison anything. Oh, what the fuck is this? Hold up. Is this fucking chess? Oh, Jesus Christ. My bad. I looked over for 2 seconds. My bad. Oops. Sorry. I looked over and I was like, oh, Cyclo said something. God damn. I've been keeping up with the festival dailies. No, I logged in yesterday for for dailies yesterday, and that was it so far. Has there been anything good yet? I mean, I know that they were giving out some pretty decent like tickets and stuff, but I haven't really seen anything outside of that though. Where the fuck am I? Holy shit. Bro, that guy legitimately scared the shit out of me too. That's why I was asking. At tickets, you can run any old event. Yeah, I knew the old event stuff was coming back, which is cool, but I haven't fucked with anything else yet. I literally got in, checked out like around the area, grabbed my dailies, checked out a couple of like the events and stuff, but didn't like run any events. Just looked at everything. Weird diagonal chess. Yeah, I'm not good at chess, which fucking worries me. I hope they don't actually expect me to play chess.
Snacktron recommends today.
Yeah, I did look at, they had a couple of events that I didn't recognize. So I like looked at like the descriptions, but most of the descriptions of that kind of stuff wasn't really leading me in any way that like made me much more interested in them. So I'm gonna run back my path I took, just so that way I don't miss anything. Because I don't know exactly where I was. One for food ingredients. The new ticket type. Oh shit, you get ticket types from the other ones. That's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, motherfucker, go. Man, fuck those guys. Those guys are so quick. Temper Gravios because fuck us, I guess. Dude, why? Yeah, look at this. Is some kind of fucking chessboard. I don't completely understand. Let me look around a little bit real quick. Oh shit. I don't know if it was actually taking me up or what the fuck that was about, but lift is disabled. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? That looks like a nasty room. Yeah, I'm not good at chess, and this makes me very worried. Oh no, it really is. I don't like this. Fuck, what the hell are these pieces? Fucking pterodactyl over there. I couldn't control the other side at all when I was playing earlier, because I thought the same thing. I was like, can I just control the other side? Oh fuck, that's not a good move. I don't think. I can't go sideways here. I thought I could. What's happening, Limbo? Are you guys are any of you guys good at fucking chess? Because man, I suck at chess at all. This worries me. Oh no, yeah, I'm not good at chess, guys. I am no good. You guys are not helping me. Fuck, guys. I don't know, mains. Oh shit. See, I don't see that kind of stuff. I'm just playing fucking fast and loose out here. I don't understand. What? How did he do that? Oh, what? Yeah, man, I legit don't know chess, huh? I thought these guys were like... Oh, see, I don't know which pieces are which either. It's just kind of crazy. Yeah, whatever. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Fuck, I was gonna use my pawn to do something. I don't fucking know. Man, I'm not good at chess. I don't completely understand it, so. Yeah, you can't move backwards. Of course not. Fuck me. Did they win? I don't fucking know. Yeah, I don't know if this is required. This seems shitty. I hope that's not like a real thing. God, fuck this, man. I don't want to do this. Yeah, like this won't let me do it won't let me control the other side. Fuck, I hate that, man. I hate that so bad. Oh shit. Ah, mother effer. Let's try something. I'm down for trying something. Go back once you're done murdering. I'm back. I'm here. Oh, I love trying something here. I'm guessing this is the one that's in front of the king, right? I think this is a queen. Yeah, that's a queen, right? All right, so they move 2 ahead there. So you got to play an entire game. I believe so. Huh. Yeah, so these are castles, bishops, knights. Oh, next to the pawn? My bad. I'll move her next. I used 2 moves to do that, so I'm sorry. My bad. Hopefully that won't affect our game. We're doing some maximum strats here. Are we pulling a gambit on him? I feel like that's the only thing I know about chess. This guy? The thing next to the king. 2 in front of the pawn that is moved out. Can I do that? I cannot do that with this guy. Like this far out, or right right next to him? Because we can go all the way in front of this pawn, or we can go next to the pawn that I moved out. In front of the pawn. Okay, all right. This is shaping up to be a game. Chess is one of those ones I've wanted to learn so bad, but good Lord. This is the third row, right side. Okay. That's big brain stuff for sure, man. That's what makes it so good. That's why it's worth learning, man. It teaches you to plan ahead, I think, a little bit, you know, work a little bit ahead. It's one of those things I struggle with it so bad. But I would like to learn, because I feel like there's a lot of things. Same night as before. Up to left 1. Okay. Oh, he got taken? Maybe that was on purpose? Maybe can we swing our queen straight in then? Okay, well, he moved. So what can I do here? So he moved his king forward and diagonal. Can I move? I didn't get that. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We're okay. I think we can still do something here. This is huge. This is huge. I feel like we're actually pretty close. I think I mean, him moving his king, or they're moving their king. I believe it was because we checked him. We just didn't checkmate. I'm just wondering what we can do. Can we slide bishop straight over? Would that help? Force his king out maybe more? I don't know if that helps. Slide bishop over here. One. Kind of helps. What else could? It'll just bring the king further out. Yeah, I want to kind of keep him where he's at, which is what I'm looking at here. I could bring knight out here. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Okay. So that does that. So he moved his king over one. Yeah, my wonder is, do I try and push knight up more, or maybe we go man, I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what is a good move here for us. Check with knight to buy time. I think that's a good. That's kind of what I was thinking. Because I think I want to keep bishop here and queen here. I think that's a good move. How far can I bring castle? I can't bring castle past other people. Okay. Something I'm not. I was like, I think that's a thing. You can't push him past people, right? He has to have a clear path. Okay, what is the move here? I could bring other bishop up here, and that would check him this way, maybe, right? Does that seem like a good idea? Man, we're big braining this here a little bit. Yeah, that's the only thing I can even think of at this point is like do that. I mean, we could move rooks all day, but I feel like that's insignificant to what we're doing. I feel like that's the move. I feel like it is. Well, I can't bring him here, right? I was thinking wrong. I can bring him. Oh, I can. My other rook is here, or my other pawn is here. Maybe I should move pawn up and then move him here. That's what I'm thinking. I was thinking him here, but I can't go there. Move pawn up and then try and move him here based off of what he does here. Does the game end? I don't think so. think it's just I think it'll allow me to spectate a little differently. Yeah, so my thought was if I could move this guy up, which is whatever, but that puts this space open for my bishop, who could then kind of check again as well. Oops. Move the queen's pawn up to where was? Oh my god, oops. Fuck, I fell. I'm trying to get like a good advantage or good vantage point here with this. This is tough. Okay, so this is queen's pawn here. Okay. He took the so I kill pawn, he took pawn. Oh. I meant on the diagonal. Okay, that's my bad. Shit. That's recoverable. You can go. I'm sorry, man. I'm not good at I'm not good at this. My bad. I done fucked it. We can always try. I can always try on Saturday. maybe it'll be better if we just save it till then. I thought this was gonna be better. I was trying to think of some other openings, but man, I don't know enough about it. Trying to think, is there anything else I can? Yeah, I meant you could go shoot stuff. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like I can. I'm saying we lost this. I meant we could retry the another round of chess, because I think we have to. I don't know if we have to beat this actually. But yeah, I just meant I fucked it. Yeah, fuck. See, I didn't even look. That's so my bad. I don't even know. How do I lose? I don't know. Fuck, man. Yeah, I'm so bad at chess. I don't completely understand all of it. So in this version, this CPU seems pretty fucking good. Fuck, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm not not completely understanding, which is causing then the issue of making the mistakes for it. Hey, what the fuck is that doing then? Less than 30%. Okay. Fuck. Damn, makes me sad. Oh, that's right. I don't have anything for that. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know where that's coming from. I thought it was that plant too, but oh, there's the little fucking plants right there. Little hostile plants that are doing that. Holy shit. Fuck those guys. Yeah, there's a little fucking plant there right there that were doing that, huh? Didn't even realize. Nice. Nice, nice. Okay. All right. I got a little bit more time before we finish up here still. Does make me very sad that fuck that up so bad. Okay. Money, love money. You know what I should have done? I should have just pulled up a board of like a chessboard. That way I could have at least seen, like, we could have at least called out like where to move everybody to, the actual like call outs and stuff for them. That'd have been a lot easier. That would have been easier. Because of the damn blueprints. Man, I wouldn't have known, but that's the I'm saying. I should have just done that, because then I could have just had it there and been like, as the call outs are having, and like, oh yeah, great, I know. Mark III assault. I remember somebody telling me Mark III assault was pretty good and worth picking up. Maybe we'll try and find some space for it. Yeah, I was gonna say, ooh, energy shield V2. Oh, I like energy shield V2. Let me take a look at that here in a second. This advanced force shield absorbs the destructive effort of high-speed projectiles and energy beams. The amount of damage absorbed increased with each new version. Dude, yeah, there's that boss I was fucking fighting, and he was kicking my ass, that might help me out a little bit with him. That'd be dope. Yeah, I was gonna say that seems like a better idea. I should just put the fucking letters up, and I could then, or a board up, and I could see, hey, move this to this, and then I'd be like, oh, there it is, great, got it. Don't fuck it up. Because I also moved that to move my queen out next to my pawn. Took my 2 moves, which then allowed the enemy to make a second move before I even get that first one out. You know, and that essentially it can be a make or break deal right there. Something just as simple as something like that, you know. Just move up on online to get some max level bot and then move where it moves. That's a pretty genius idea, actually. I would never thought of that, but that's actually pretty good. Yeah, this is just back to where the fuck I was. This isn't where I need to be at all. The fuck? Let me go back this way real quick. Where the fuck am I supposed to be going? Sure as hell isn't supposed to be this way. But also, why am I not just doing this? I don't know, because I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, that'd be a fucking great idea. Just fucking put a max level bot. How spicy the System Shock chess AI is, right? I mean, at the moment, I'm fucking hating them, so. I kind of wondered for a minute. I was like, oh shit, my bad. Fuck. I was kind of wondering. I was like, I wonder if it's actually pretty spicy. Oh shit. Oh fuck, I thought I didn't realize I was out of shock for my system. Oh, all right, I think that's gonna wrap. I think I'm good for tonight. I didn't know we were gonna play fucking chess. That's okay. Yeah, I was gonna say had it on defense for 80% of that game. Yeah, that was cool. Could be dumb AI. Yeah, I wonder. I really wonder, because it didn't seem like it didn't seem like it was playing bad, but as soon as I made mistakes, it capitalized on them immediately. So, not that that means anything. I'm just not like I said, as me not being like a really good player in general. Yeah. It can make me look bad pretty quick, but like somebody who actually knows chess, I bet you it's probably not that bad. I bet you it's not that bad. Oh, all right. That's gonna wrap it for the game today. I figured this would be a short one for the game, and we'll just pick this back up on Saturday instead. That'll be a lot easier to do. Yeah, I know we didn't get to do much game today, and chess took too much fucking time of it. But yeah, that'd be a good idea. I should try it. just run it through fucking crazy chess. But the chess just got progressively harder. Oh, I'd be so pissed. I'd be so pissed. This game doesn't seem like it's like that, but also it doesn't not seem like it could be like that. to be honest, it's kind of hard to tell. Oh my God, I'd be so mad. Well, we'll find out Saturday. Like I said, I'm gonna try and I can pull up a couple. I'll pull up a couple of chess things to try and get through. Have you ever seen those like terrible Gambit videos? I usually see like they're like TikToks almost. Gambit from X-Men? That'd be funny. He's aight. What about when Channing Tatum played him? Let me see what the fuck these are called. This is the one that I remember seeing, and I don't fucking understand, man, but like they fucking get me. I didn't witness that version. Oh, good. It's for the best. He was kind of goofy. Here, I'll show you this. This person makes a bunch of these.
Be careful. If you're ready to tear up just more than 6. If you're ready to tear up your opponent NC6. This is the stop for Gambit. I'll stop for Gambit. So evil. Stop for Gambit. Yay. Protecting the evil needs a reasonable love. A bishop aiming at your heart. Bishop stabbing the knife with your mistake. This ends the game. Sacrifice the knight. Sacrifice. Take the queen, take it. I have 2 blades. One will pierce your heart. The other will split your soul. This is a checkmate. So evil. Stop for Gambit.
So you're saying you haven't seen that, huh? Oh shit. I'm glad I get to show that then. And this person has made like a bunch of these, I'm pretty sure. A bunch of different these fucking Gambits. Oh my God, they're goofy as fuck. That's why I was like, oh, he's leading me into a Gambit. Because that's legitimately all I've ever seen about chess that I know enough of. Oh shit. Oh man. Oh, all right. Real quick before I get up and out of here, I'm gonna let me see who's on real quick. Title's on. He's doing more South of Midnight. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do just one more plug for Saturday. I'm gonna be on Saturday. I'm gonna play a little more System Shock, about probably like, my guess is probably about noon my time. I'm gonna get on, play System Shock for 2-3 hours, and then at about 3 p.m. Hello Plenty and I are going to be playing Satisfactory. We're gonna be streaming together, but raising money for National Parks Conservation Association. If you would like to come over and hang out, donate, all those great things, we would very much appreciate it. Outside of that, I think I'm done. You know what I should get you guys out here with? Oh man, I just forgot that there's a song that was in the newest episode of Andor. The song is not spoilery, so don't worry about it, but I am gonna play that song because it is a banger, and you guys deserve to hear it, you know. So I'm gonna I'll send you guys over to Title. He's playing more South of midnight. I do want to play this game, so I'm probably not going to hang out for very long, but I will send you over to him. But with this, I'm going to send you guys, I'm going to put this song on and let you guys just enjoy this absolute banger. It's pretty good. I appreciate everybody coming, hanging out today. This was very, very fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I hope that we can, hopefully we can get some steady streams here after me missing this week. But no, seriously, thank you guys so much. Oh, that is not how I do that. I need to do it like this. My bad. I put the ad on his name and it's not like that. There, we've got the raid set up. If you guys want to go over and say something, there is a raid message. If not, don't worry about it. You guys can just go over and say, hey. Thank you guys again so much for coming and hanging out. Appreciate everybody coming and watch me be an idiot. Thanks guys so much. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. I hope I see you guys on Saturday. If not, I'll see you guys on Sunday over at the Wolf and the Kid. And hopefully you guys have a great night and weekend. Guys, goodbye. Go see Tidal. Goodbye. Enjoy. What a banger this song is. Star Wars. This song. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye.